Hey everybody, and welcome to this True Wealth Radio segment right here on KWLM. I'm your host, Jared Sebesta of Taatjes Financial Group, where we build purposeful retirement plans. At Taatjes Financial Group, we help you steward your life and your money. We build highly customized retirement plans, and we have the tools to make sure your life, your money, and retirement have purpose and impact. If you'd like to set up a no-cost, no-obligation meeting so we can help you begin your purposeful retirement plan, give us a call. Our number is 222-4236. You can request a meeting online at taatjesfinancial.com. And if you're in the neighborhood, just stop by our office. We're located right on 19th Avenue Southwest in Wilmer, building purposeful retirement plans. Well, good Tuesday. Hope you're having a great day here so far. Before we get started with the show, we have to talk about the first Lakes area paddle battle pickleball tournament that happened on Saturday at the brand new Civic Center pickleball courts. This was the first event that we did. It kind of started as an idea last year, and we wanted to make this a fundraiser for Youth for Christ, and this happened just this last Saturday. We had about 18 teams sign up. We had teams as far away from the Twin Cities that came and competed, and we had a fabulous morning. We had two brackets. We had a men's doubles and a mixed doubles tournament. We gave away medals, had tons of fun. Sean Levesque over at YFC was there with his crew, had a number of people from our crew, and this was a ton of fun. In fact, again, all the proceeds from the tournament went straight to Youth for Christ, and we're doing some kind of final tallying today, and we're going to have that number as far as how much money was raised from the tournament for Youth for Christ, and we're going to post that on Facebook likely tomorrow or the next day at some point later this week on our Facebook page. So if you haven't liked our Facebook page, go ahead and stay tuned for that. Tons of pictures online that we posted. Also, just today, the West Central Tribune did post a nice article and a write-up with lots of pictures on it. That's posted on our Facebook page as well. So again, lots of fun on Saturday, and a huge thanks to everybody that helped and supported and played in the first annual Lakes area pickleball tournament. Ben Taatjes joins me on the show, and you were out there on Saturday, and it was a lot of fun. I'm not a huge pickleballer, but there was a lot of energy, and it was a lot of fun, and it was a great tournament.
Yeah, Jared, it was super fun. You know, one thing that I noticed is that there were teams with varying ages. You know, you had, you played with a young man. I mean, and you're well into your 40s, and yeah. The guy you were playing with was what?
He was 14.
He was 14.
My son's friend.
Yeah, and you guys played together. And then we had a father-son. You know, Sean played with his son. We had a number of teams with people ranging from in their 60s and then somebody in their 30s, 40s with them. So, and that's what we like about pickleball. It's a game that people can play of any age. So for retirees, when we see them getting out, having some fun together, and being able to have community. Yeah. That's a huge thing for retirees. That's why this pickleball, for me, is a great thing. It was fun to be able to do this first annual paddle battle tournament.
Yeah, we're looking to build on this for next year. We're already having we've got a planning meeting scheduled for next week to kind of come together to have a debrief and see how we can make next year even bigger and better. You're kind of chuckling at my teammate. My teammate is actually pretty good. I was the problem, and it just so happens that we ended up playing in the very first round. We played the team that actually won the tournament, and I think the other team that we were playing, I think that they were like, "Are you kidding me?" Because they were like so far from even trying to beat us. So I said to my teammate, I think we got some practicing to do if we're going to come back next year and compete. But yeah, like I said, bottom line, it was a tournament. There were winners and losers. I fell into that loser category, but a lot of fun, raised money, and so this is just the beginning. So make sure you stay tuned for more on this, and certainly we'll do this event next year. So look forward to that. All right, let's talk maybe some business here, Ben. We've got a couple of minutes here to talk about this. The big one is the Secure Act 2.0. We've got links on our Facebook page and our website on this, but let's break this down. Where do you want to start with this?
Well, I think let's try to get just too much to cover in one show, Jared, even if we had the entire show to talk about it. So I think let's do the next couple of shows on the Secure 2.0 Act, and we'll start this new one kind of on the changes within the distribution rules. And that was kind of probably for our clients, we work with a ton of retirees. That's where we focus. And for retirees, retirees, remember, at some point, the IRS says you have to start taking money out of your qualified retirement plan. So when you have that, and a significant part of your assets are in plans, you have to start looking at distributing those. And that was probably the biggest, most significant changes were the new distribution rules for the Secure Act.
So when does this go into effect? Is this immediately, next year, when?
Well, I think right now. So the first biggest change in the distribution rules was that the RMD, or required minimum distribution age, rose to 73 in 2023. So this is a significant planning moment. So if you're 72 and you had kind of thought this was the year you had to start, you have another year there. So I think it's important that you visit with your advisors, visit with your tax guy, and figure out when is the right time to begin. Because remember, that's the minimum and the required minimum. So if some of our clients find out that they shouldn't even be waiting until they're age 72 or 73 now to begin those distributions, right. It really comes down to planning with your advisor, planning with your tax person to decide when is the right time to take that money in. But this was a critical change. It used to be 70 and a half, and then now has went to 73 for those turning 73 in 2023.
I probably should have asked this question right at the beginning, because this is kind of more of a 30,000-foot view question. But what does the Secure Act even mean, and why are we even talking about it today?
Well, it means the acronym SECURE stands for Setting Every Community Up for Retirement Enhancement. It really started and passed originally. The original Secure Act was 2019. Now is the Secure 2.0, and they again made some additional changes. And the first one again was that big distribution change we just talked about. Another change when we talk about the distributions is looking ahead. To 2033, required minimum distributions again will begin at age 75.
Okay.
So when you're doing your longer term planning, and for people that are in their 60s and kind of looking forward, again, this will impact your long term plans.
Okay, so that's a pretty big change. So what else should people know about this?
Well, I think the other thing we think about distribution rules and changes with the Secure 2.0 would be in the past, and it still is this way. I don't want people to hear this today. Oh, retirement funds are now more accessible to people. There still are. I mean, they're still put away for the long term. That's their goal. But they did make a small change. Starting in 2024, an employee can actually get up to $1,000 from their retirement account for personal or family emergencies. And I would like people, if you want to get more information on that, certainly visit the IRS website or come in and talk to one of our advisors to learn more. But I think that was an interesting thing. It just said, if there is this emergency, potentially there would be access to some of the funds without, that penalty that if you're under age 59 and a half, which normally is 10% for those early distribution penalties. Again, we want to remember that this is still a long-term, they're retirement accounts, but they did add that small access to funds. One of the other things I think I can't leave the distribution rules discussion without talking about is a lot of our clients enjoy the ability, once they're 70 and a half or older, to make qualified charitable donations, or QCDs. It's amazing watching people donate from their retirement accounts tax-free to a 501c3 organization, a nonprofit, and make those donations tax-free. We've talked about a lot on the show. Small change from 2023 onward, the QCD donations will adjust for inflation. The amount that we can now give to charity will actually be going up with inflation. So kind of a key thing. Most of the time, clients don't max that out. I think up in the past it was $100,000 per year per taxpayer that they could donate. That's not a limit we've come across a lot, but we do. We actually see clients that are giving that kind of money away from their retirement accounts, and that now will be adjusting upward to inflation. If you want any more information on any of these numbers, again, you certainly visit the IRS website, or certainly come in here and let us walk you through step by step how this might really impact your individual situation.
Yeah, great advice. If you want more information too, just go to our website, taatjesfinancial.com. We've got a full report on there. Just go to the bottom of the screen. Also, it's on our Facebook page as well. So if you haven't liked our Facebook page, go ahead and do that as well.
Yeah, next week we're going to talk about the accumulation rules. So we talked about the distribution rules. We're going to talk about the changes with the Secure 2.0 with people that are more saving, that are putting the money away earlier in retirement, because there's significant changes there too.
If you want more information, again, have questions, please give us a call. Our number is 222-4236. You can request a meeting online at taatjesfinancial.com. And like I said, if you're just in the neighborhood, just stop by our office. We're located right on 19th Avenue Southwest in Wilmer. Office hours, 8:30 to 4:30, Monday through Friday. I'm Jared Sebesta, joining you on this True Wealth radio segment right here on KWLM. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time.
Securities offered through Avantax Investment Services. Member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Avantax Advisory Services. Insurance services offered through an Avantax affiliated insurance agency.